Hello there. It is Saturday, September 13th. Got a few puzzles for the start of this weekend. Let's check them out. Little sort of snaky grid here. We got two doubles, so it could be a 5 or a 2 in the top. Less than 3, so it's going to be a 2 or the blank, and the 6, so that's probably all of the 2s and the 5. Okay. A little more, sort of a little zigzag. Triple equals, which we look like you can do with 3s and 2s. A 12 with 3, something has to be a 3 in there. 3 and less than 3, so that could be 1 3 or 2 3. We don't have a 1 3, or we don't have a 2 3, so it has to be yes. Yeah. 8, just regarding this, so this could sum, but is it possible that we are limited by how we go like this? No, I think so. It can go either way, but so we have a cell, or we have a tile that sums to 8, so you could just put that there. Greater than 2, so that's 3 4 5 6. Greater than 4. Triple equals. So now that we put the 3 down, we have to do the 2s as the triple. The other 2, 2 5 and 2 6, both of those are greater than 4, so we can put it straight. Let's see. Let's just try that as an 8. Greater than 2, there's some options there. 2 5 would go down, is interesting. That's 9, and a 3, that's promising, and 3 3. Okay. Whoa, look at that. Kind of a little sailboat looking board. Okay. One more? Yeah, okay. There's a bunch of very specific ones. There's some places where the 5s have to go. 1 2 3 5s. And we have 1 2 3 4 5 5s. Okay, that's not a lot of help. This is going to be 3 6s, which are across 3 tiles, so the double 6 is going to actually be tough to place because it can't go anywhere in this cell. It could go here or flipped up, and it can go on its side, or it could stick out. But so that 6 is going to be limiting. But there's a 6 5 and a 6 1. This is also going to be limiting. So the 6 5 could go up top, whereas the 6 1 and the 6 6 can't. No matter how we place this, we're going to have this one be a double 6, which is interesting. So we don't use all of them. Okay, so just the thinking behind that. We can't. An item is going to have to stick out from the 6, or a double 6. Dang it could be the double 6. So you could have the double 6 go like this, and then like the 6 5 could go like that. Okay. But if you go the other way, if you go that it's not the double 6 facing down, then either the 6 1 goes down, the 6 6 goes down, or the 6 5. No. 6 1 can't go there at all. Either the 6 6 goes down, or the 6 5 goes to the left or the right. Okay. There's a 5 2, or a 5 1, or a 5 blank, which we have a 5 2 and we have a 5-1, and we could 1 and blank goes to some options there. This blank is going to be across 2 tiles, so if we did 5-1 and 1 blank, for example, then that's going to have to happen, actually. So this means this 5 is going to have to be the 5-6. So I'm not sure about these, but just in placement of tiles, this is going to have to be a 5-6, which means the 6-6 can go here. So if we put some tile here, some tile here, then it's going to be a 0 and something where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. What do we have 6 of? Seems like there's probably only one choice there. 0 and 6. So 2s or 1 blanks. So blanks we have 3. 1 we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 2s we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 3? 3s we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It's definitely not 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the 3s are all the 3s, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so all the 3s go in this section, which means if we placed some tiles down, it'd be 0, 3 has to go here, which means this could be 0, 1 or 0, 2 and blank 5. Do we have a blank 5? We don't have a blank 5, so it could be a 1, 5 or a 2, 5 if we had a double blank, which we don't. So it could be 0, 1 and 1, 5. Okay. Now, this is a 5 equals, which I feel like were those the 4s? 1, 2, 3, only 4 4s. What about 2s? We got enough 2s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the double 2s. The double 2 can happen in here. That's the only tile we have double 2s other than 3s. Okay. So 1, 2 has to go there. And 2, 3. And that's the double 3. Got to be 2, 5. 0 something, so there's only 1 blank, so it should be blank 4. And up top, so the 3s, we got a 3, 4 and a 3, 5. 3, 4, quick even like that. Okay, 3, 4, 3, 5. So neither of those can go up, so it could go 3, 4 here or 3, 5 here, but then 4, 1 is the only low enough thing. So 4, 1 for the 2 and the 1, 6 goes the other way. 5 goes down, so we need a 5, 3. Yeah, 3, 4 and 5 on the way down. Nice, that came together. That was good. Was able to do that trick of whatever tile it's going to be, it forces the direction, and that limits things. So instead of just placing tiles, thinking about how the tiles have to be placed, is when you can get that's the version of a hard pips puzzle, which I like. It's not just that you have to think so many moves ahead. You have to think there's this one sort of extra move in terms of ruling things out. Nice. Okay. We got a big mini for the Saturdays. Gave away a secret. You could blab a secret. Edamame or chickpea. A bean. Extra feature. An add-on. Poked with a knight's weapon. Lanced. Literary sisters behind Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights. Are those Brontes? Abruptly stops texting. Ghosts. Yes. Rhymes, who created Grey's Anatomy and Scandal, Shonda Rhimes. Many posts by Instagram influencers informally. Look, here's the thing. Listen. Performed in a play. Acted. Clutter. Mess. Valuable substance in the Dune universe. Spice. Cool. Word after grand. Body or poetry. Slam. SpawnCon. Nice. Ghosts. Great way to clue ghosts. Brontes, yeah. Nice. Excellent. Okay. Good dreams, bad dreams. Little symmetrical puzzle there. Sling back pump, for example. Pump, I was thinking like a gas station pump, but pump could also be a shoe. Is a sling back like a shoe? Like a heel? Impudent attitude. Fencer's handle. Is the handle called the epee? Let's guess some of these. Epee. Vegan cookie brand. Don't know. Soup appearing on a menu alongside bong mi. That's pho. Buddy, pal, friend, chum. Highest credit rating, which is no longer held by the U.S. government. AAA. Whoop. Opt not to use Uber or Lyft. Bourbon barrel descriptor. Could be oaky or with a with an EY. Oak E. Have a restful night of slumber. Deep sleep. Good dreams, bad dreams. It's a something. Much memed line from The Return of the Dreader. It's a trap. Identifies precisely. Like pinpoints, maybe? Theme in a telenovela. Smoke or stack for Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. Those are roles. He played both. Setting for Gladiator 2. Pegs in Rome. Amor. Have a restful sleep like a log. Sleep like a log. Considerations in a compromise. Considerations in a compromise. Trade something. Take charge types. Leaders. Message on a cake in Alice in Wonderland. Trade something. Slowish musical tempo. Oaked. Slowish adagio. Andante. Hail a taxi. Slowish. Andante. Oaken. Andante. Trade. Deal. Trade something with an S, maybe. Wine list. Word followed by noir, grigio, or blanc. Pinot. Latvian vodka brand. Like a successfully made souffle. Tall? Like it didn't fall, so it remains tall. Impudent attitude. Fencers. Okay, that could be the hilt of the blade. Like big or firm. The first soup flame is light and airy. Slingback pump. Impudent, vegan, yeah. They might be fluttered when flirting. Eyelashes. Eyelashes. Stooly stuff. Impudent attitude. Like a successfully made. Airy, okay. Vegan. Slingback pump. Oh, so that is a shoe. Okay. Sass. And stooly? Oh. Vegans are Oreos are technically vegan. Gotcha. Creator of the Three Musketeers. Oh. Dumas? Is that? Gives the cold shoulder to. Ices out. Clueful about. Gives as a source. Cite. For award achievement for Viola Davis. She has an EGOT. Collectively. U.S. people whose historical territory encompassed much of Nebraska. Uto? NBA team that abandoned New Jersey for Brooklyn, unforgivably in my view. Those. Is it the Nets, not the Mets? Clueful about. Creepy imagery with a haunting effect. Creepy imagery. So sleep like a log and fight, no. Creepy imagery. Sight. Like that was M-A. Body spray axe. Highest number in a 28 domino set. 6. We ran into some of those. Kingly title in ancient 14 across. Ancient Rome. Kingly title. I think that's Dumas. Sight. Nightmare. In Uto in Clueful about. Clueful about in it? Ito. In on. Oto. Nets. Okay. Creepy imagery with a haunting effect. Nightmare. Katie? Or, what was it in Alice in Wonderland? So it says Katie instead, maybe? Don't remember. Teases, perhaps, by imitating. Not busy at the moment. You're free. Use something me. Sam Cooke. Classic. Considerations in a compromise. Trade-offs. Katie, I guess. Ione. Teases. Kotka? Antidote. Highly perceptive. Keen? Traditional Inuit transit. A sled? Send? You send me. Antidote. Cure. Okay. Nightmare fuel. Nice. And cat me. That's not right. Sleep like a log. Eat me. Beautiful words to put on a cake. That's much better than putting your name like birthday cake. It should just say, eat me. Fantastic words to put on a cake. Yeah, I agree. I've been enjoying Ben's work as well. This is an excellent grid. Dante, Sleep Like a Log, Nightmare Fuel. Beautiful grid, beautiful cluing. Fantastic. Okay, last is Alex with a Saturday, and oh my goodness. Give it a try. Usually have to tap out for these later weeks. We'll see how we do. Student's plan. Well, a student's plan could be that if you're going to school as a student, you might have your class schedule. You might have your course schedule. So class and COURSE or CLASS. So schedule. Course, that's the one that would have worked. Student's plan, class schedule. If you're a student, I guess, like if you're going to college, you have like a set of classes that you take to satisfy your major. Your career path, that's definitely not long enough. Trajectory. Okay. Italian pianist who composed the scores for Nomadland and The Father. Ooh, Nomadland sounds familiar, and The Father. But I don't know who that is. Sort of habitat in a bottle garden. Ooh. Wouldn't be able to precisely talk about a bottle garden. Is that just they're made out of little plastic bottles with just a little bit of soil and that grows? So they're little like micro succulents? Okay, that could fit. That's cool. Gumbo ingredients. If you make gumbo, it's not clams, it's sausage, but just ingredients of, you could have, I guess, potatoes, but you could have shrimp and prawn. You could have filet. Gumbo ingredients. What else is in gumbo? Sausage. Sausage, shrimp, stew, some sort of thing, like collectively what a gumbo ingredient is. Top. Okay, so that could be Acme or Apex. We'll say Acme. Jet black stone. Okay, so that's probably onyx. And dang, I was proud of micro succulents. Onyx and Apex. Sort of habitat. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be a habitat. In a bottle garden. Yeah. Courses, students plan. Sort of habitat in a bottle garden. Yeah, okay. California's San Nuevo State Park, or I'm not familiar. Contests or contests. You could have a contest where you're seeing something like what could win. You also could have, you could contest something of, it's a good word for that. There might be a good 4-letter word for that. Of, you could deny, I guess, isn't really contesting something. You're arguing. Is that, contests, contents of Pandora's box. Ooh. Bad things. I'm not sure a technical or a specific term. but an S maybe? Stops lying, say. So if you lie, you could start to tell the truth, you could fess up, you could spill, but you could also stop lying down of stand or some baseball stats. I guess the one that I know is RBIs. I'm not sure if that's right. The 21,728th page of 1989's 20-volume Oxford English Dictionary. A single page would be like the nth or the last or the end page. It's big and it feels like that would be near the end, but bad way to make a group decision. Collectively, ad hoc, or spur of the moment, something like that. Batman is to Bruce, Wonder Woman. Not sure the alter ego first name of Wonder Woman. Stray. You could have a stray, like a stray cat, stray dog, but you could stray from the path or veer off or detour. A place for driving. So that could be a lane in a highway, but it could also be a driving, like you're driving on a golf course. So it could be the links. Or the range, maybe the range. So the range. Rolled chip brand. Are those Takis? MX5 and CX50 maker. Oh. Gonna say Acura. Instant karma or instant out of it. Watermelon. Detritus. Rinds. Mazda could be. Audis, no. Another D, like, or other Volvo. Could be Mazda. And that works better for the down there with the RA. Mazda. Hang on. Province in the names of many Chinese restaurants. Ooh. Great volumes. Those could be tomes, maybe, like book volumes. Out of it. Dazed. Okay, that's looking good. Batman. Is it kind of a generic name? Diana or Diana? Vegetable. Okay, rutabaga. Yeah. Rutabaga and DNA compound whose name includes the letters DNA. We already got an A. Oh, compound within DNA. Adenine. Adenine? California's could be Ano Nuevo? Like new, is that New Year? Año Nuevo State Park? Pink flowered tree. Pink flowered tree. Sort of habitat in a bottle garden. T10 and 10. Yeah. Students plan. Yeah. This feels pretty good though. RBIs, Rhines, Diana, Dazed. Yeah. Instant ramen. Okay, yeah. This feels good. RBIs. Diana. Or Diane, actually. So. Ooh, Rosa Rose. Pink flowered tree. Could be Diane. Dazed. Range. Rhines. Mazda. Ramen. What else? Home to the Abbey Aldrich Rockefeller Sculpture Garden. The MoMA? The MoMA? Rounded in a way. Domed. Okay. Yeah. Like about 4% of the denizens of Kansas. Toe. Origins of The Tale of Genji, considered by many to be the world's first novel. I would guess Japan. Like about 4% of the citizens of Kansas. Top. Topeka? Like Topeka, Kansas? Is it K? And? Salsas, example. Those are dances. Tilt. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Is a song? Top Gun? Top Song? Tilt is yours in tours. Is that French? So yours would, I guess, the only one I can think is formally is like notre or votre. Okay. Topekan's interesting. Alright, I'll just go across here. Bad way to make, yeah. Stray. Province and the names of many Chinese restaurants. Yeah. Petunia's partner in cartoons. Petunia. Ooh. It sounds familiar. Cartoon where the name is Petunia, the partner. So Petunia's maybe a cartoon. It could be a mom is named Petunia. Thing that comes to mind, I don't know if it's true, is Peppa Pig. I don't know, but just with the P. Jazz form. Botanical bristles. So the thing that came to mind is thorns or barbs, or what could be an S here. Octet on a chessboard. I think I've done that recently for a clue. Pawns. Nice. Stray. You could stray like away from something, or you fine. okay or fine? A-okay? A and spell it out? Bad way. Ad hoc? Basketball Hall of Famer Baylor. Who would you be in France? Who would you be in France? Okay. Stray. Poe. The solution referred to in Sherlock Holmes's 7% solution. Don't know. Okay. It's probably Tom's. Petunia's partner. Origin of the Tale of Genji, yeah. Mountain West Campus City. Network. You can network, like as a verb. There can be a network, like a net, but a graph, yeah. Top something could also be like with a G there, and that could be song. Beer alternative to a 38 down. Beer alternative to a 44 across. Okay. 2 beers. You could have a lager and a something. You could have a stout. You could have a lager. You could have an IPA. You could have a pilsner. That's too long. Pooped. Sack or something. Completely at ease. Okay. And I mean, duh. No brainer? No. Okay. Hollow of a sort. Actor Kieran of Succession. I don't know. Found darling. South Asian crepes. What are ahead of their times? ETDs would be ahead of their times, right? Estimated time. Or ETAs. I guess they could both be. So we'll say ETAs. Prefix with a point. Pinpoint. Pinpoint. Much of a comet, typically. I guess this is a tail or gas of the tail. The solution referred to in Sherlock Holmes' 7% solution. You and me both. Preach, or amen, or I hear ya, or same, you and me both, as one, or duo, or stops lying, yeah. Much of Jupiter. Well, that's a gas giant. Much of a comet could be ice sometimes, and this is gas. Program, that's interesting. Program. Students plan something program. Italian yeah. Sort of habitat in a bottle garden. Ancestry stem, or pink flowered tree with an M, or año maybe, or with an A. This could be an A. What are you thinking, Diana or Diane? It's a mimosa or thing? Stem? Okay. Could be rose, though. I like stir. Mr. Stir. And what would the program be? A student's plan. Like you're learning something, or you go through a program? Not sure. You and me both. Could be preach. Oh, no. Yeah, that would fit, but adenine. Adenine feels better. Who would you be in France? Who? Quoi? Or what? Former Australian Prime Minister Malcolm. What's the alternative? And if not, and if... Soft yellow fruit. A yellow fruit. A lemon. That's not really soft. A yellow fruit that's soft. A banana? Banana? Petunia's partner. Benny? Botanical bristles. Network. Pooped. Beat or sack or completely at ease. Nay. Salsas could be dances, yeah. No acting up. Behave. Like paper napkins. Disposable or one use. Jazz form. Bop. Beer alternative. I was thinking Pilsner. Pale alternative. Mountain West. West, like Reno? Po. Tilt. Test. Home inspection component. Radon test? Sereno? Radon? Yours in tour. Whose business is just around the block? Lego. Logger. Be good. Porter. Okay, yes. Bop. Reno. Logger. One use. Be good. Radon. Lego. Okay. Chemistry class unit. You could have a mill, like a milliliter. Unprocessed. That could be raw. Wonder. I mean, duh. Oh, it's no wonder. It's no wonder. Eso beso? Nah. Out? Pooped. Tuckered out? I am tuckered out. I am, no. Tuckered out. And this was nah. Pooped. Oh, I'm tuckered out, maybe? Yours. Etui. Tilt. Jaunt. Completely at ease. Well, it's no wonder. Beso? As a goose? Loose as a goose? Joust? Completely at ease. The soft yellow fruit would be a W. Was it well, duh? I mean, duh. Well, it's no wonder. Former Australian Malcolm. Completely at ease. Etui or cajaunt. Topeka was an Asa. That's close. It feels close. Completely at ease. I'm loose as a goose or completely at ease? Maybe it's not goose. One use feels good though. Raw, Asa, raw, eso, elo, lagoose, caboose, Lego though feels great. Topecan, Meuner. You could have a mole. That's some. What's the alternative? How else? What would the soft yellow fruit be? Having trouble. Ick program? Tepic solution. Found darling. Ether of succession. Contests. Okay, that could be an S. South Asian crepes. Those rotis? Gumbo ingredients. ancestry. What would you do? Botanical garden. A bottle garden. Kieran, yeah. Found darling. Found darling. Ad hoc isn't looking good. All this in here. Who would you be in France? Quoi or K or Stray? Pooped. Man, I'm tuckered out. It wouldn't be man, though. Something tuckered out. And goose, isn't making sense. Lagoose, Trepian program. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty good try. I'm gonna pull the auto check button. Ah, jeez, that's terrible. Jaunt. Yeah, it's goose though. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Attune. No. It's not pawns. No. Is it like in all the chests? I wasn't like, oh no. In all of chess. You get two everything else though, don't you? On a chessboard. Like the area or the squares or the octet. Dang. It's more clever than that. I think you have two of everything else. You have two rooks, you have two knights, two bishops. So that would be four of each. You don't have four of something, I don't think. In king and queen. And pawns. Octet on a chessboard. The chessboard could be the sides or the squares, the dimensions. Oh, what are we up to? We got the end of all this, and it is program. Okay. Tilt. It's not jaunt. It's joust. Joust is tilt. Wow. See that. Define joust. To engage in mock combat on horseback as two knights in the lists. To tilt. Wow. To tilt is a form. Okay. Wow. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is a bone, cone, a tone, it's a zone or a tone. A1, bone, cone, atui, A1, A1. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is A1, Aon, atui, atwa. Loose, I'm loose, so loose as a caboose, as a goose, completely at ease. That's mole, okay. All or ill, L, ooh, there. Okay. Plum tuckered out. Soft yellow fruit. Something paw. Something pip, poo, paw, po. Ooh. Po, poo. E-I-O-A, paw. As loose as a goose. Not familiar with that. What's the alternative? How else? Oh, I had how else. Dang. Network. Alls? Is that? That's a tool. Maypaw? No. Bonnie? Yeah, I'm just guessing now. Province and the names. Octet. Dang, and it's not pawns. What else are we doing of a group of 8? It's 8 by 8 square. Stray. Bad way to make a group decision. It's not ad hoc. At. Alone. Qua. K. Midpoint. Academic program. Dome. What are ahead of their times? It's not ETAs or ETDs. Dang. The eras? The ahead of their times. Equals or found darling? Hector Kieran. Gonna look that up. Succession Kieran Culkin. Yes. Contests. Bids? No. Vise? Vise. Found darling. Hollow of a sort. Gumbo ingredients. Ska? No. Okras? Okra. Oh, plural? Ah, dang. Yeah, I was thinking okra, but... Alcove. Ludo, so maybe found darling. Adored. Adored? Adored. Sort of habitat in a bottle garden. Closed. Entry stem? Closed dosas. Eaves? Okay, yeah. Closed. Entry step? Ludovic? No. Arnaud, D. Okay. Closed. Oh, thinking entry. Closed. And now, you and me both. Demons or Baylor basketball. Elgin Gay Baylor. Stray. To go or rogue. Who you would be. New, vu. Contents, evils. Okay. You and me both. People. Closed. Epoxy step. The solution. Rises? Yeah. Ludwig Sen or Ludvico? Closed. Close. Closed something system. Mimosa is a flower, is a pink flowered tree. Look at a mimosa tree. Mimosa tree is pink flowered tree. Okay. Ludovico closed demo closed? No, ecosystem. Oh, cocaine. Octet on a chessboard. Rank. There's 8 ranks. Is like, so a pawn, a rook, bishop, knight, king, queen. Rose. Is that those are all the pieces? There's a pawn, a rook, a knight, a bishop. So it's 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops, king and a queen. Yeah. So that's pawns, rooks, knights, bishops, king, queen. That's only 6. Who won? Raw? No. Oz? Always? Awas? Awos? Ons? Network, mesh, I was thinking ranks, and it is ranks. Why does the octet on a chessboard have 8 ranks? Gonna have to look that up. Hunan? Malcolm? Porky? Porky Pig is Petunia's partner? Or Porky Pig like Petunia Pig in Peppa Pig, maybe? That could be. Pat. Ooh, network. Met? Turn. Oh, this is it. Turn. Cull. Network. Met. Let. Pet. No. Palpaw or what is? I'm not. Pawpaw. pawpaw fruit. Yeah, okay. Like a... I guess it kind of looks like a papaya. Somewhat similar to a banana or pineapple. Pawpaw. And network. Web. Turnbull. Dang. Okay. Why would a octet on a chessboard be called ranks? Gonna have to look that up. And Porky Pig and Petunia might be Peppa Pig. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, yeah, it is the dimensions. It's ranks and files. The horizontal rows are ranks and the vertical columns are files. Definitely didn't know that. That is devilishly clever. Totally got me. Pawns. I would have, yeah, because it says octet on a chessboard, and I would say I had like a clue something, but for one player, that it wouldn't, because there's 16 pawns out there on a chessboard, ranks and files, and it's both 5. Dang, okay. The other one was Porky Pig is for Peppa Pig, right? Peppa Pig. Pig. Porky? Porky Pig, maybe? Is the dad or their parents? List of Peppa Pig characters. George, Daddy, Porky, anyone? Porky? No. Okay, so maybe Porky Pig in Looney Tunes? We'll have to see. Okay. Completely at ease. Oh, look at that closed little ecosystem in a bottle garden. Okay, yes, I didn't think that you close it, but that's gorgeous. Complete with a gnome. Look at the gnome in there. Ludovico Einaudi, who has been writing minimalist crystalline composition since the 1980s. Beautiful. Plum tuckered out. Yeah. I love combinations of long clues with short entries. The first one of these solves to A1. This is old slang for perfectly fabulous. Okay. That originated from ratings of ships. Ah, ratings of ships is A1. Okay, that's interesting. Everyone seems to agree with me except the decapentalogophilic puzzle verse. Plum Tuckered Out has been in 2 prior crosswords, but the B version has yet to appear. Okay. Lots of puzzle people love mysteries for good reason. Yeah, I haven't seen the 7% solution was cocaine. Yes. No, solves to VU, yeah, but ETS would be valid here. And solves to ranks, which are the rows, counting bottom top. News to me. I had rooks. I started out for pawns, but then we got in trouble. Ranks. Yes. Dang. Well, as I often say in the weekends for the Times, is boss level. I don't think so. I think I did correctly, but not like penned in, well, it's a wonder, but the other ones were beyond me. I was able to get kind of these center sections, which felt good. Mimosa was interesting. Could have done that in or wrote that in. But yeah, closed ecosystem, apex. I liked instant ramen. The one use in this kind of section was good. Was able to fill that in. But yeah, definitely needed help. Very fun though. A lot of like, oh moments of like people was on the right track with rises. But really good stuff. Really good stuff. Good all around. I think for today, this Puzzmo takes the cake for me. There's some good, long, kind of very approachable ones from the Mini, but as Brooks says, I am enjoying Ben's work as well. This grid is fantastic. Just great cluing. Nightmare Fuel and Sleep Like a Log. Just fantastic stuff, fantastic stuff. All right. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.